And now, here to entertain you all, because every day he's hustling. Side Hustle Cinema.
Welcome back to the channel, Side Hustle Cinema here. Thanks for clicking on this video. And today it's another After the Hunt video where I'm going to show you guys everything that I picked up this week. And we're also going to talk a little bit of physical media news, some things that, came out this week that I was kind of excited about. And I think that's where we'll start the video. And we'll just talk about some different things that came out, and let me know in the comments what you guys are mostly looking forward to. I tried to find a couple things that, kind of go under the radar that maybe you haven't heard of yet. But first, let's talk about the Scream Factory and Shout Factory releases. I know you've all heard about those. Yeah, so a few days ago, they released the announcements for November. And they were pretty cool announcements, but I wonder if a lot of these movies, I have a feeling people haven't seen them, and I'm not sure if, like, the younger crowd, let's say under 30, is going to feel the same way about some of these as the older people do. Alright, so, the big ones that came out is Rollerball 4K. We're getting Used Cars 4K. There's Piranha 4K and The Company of Wolves on 4K. I mean, these were the big announcements, and these are all pretty good. They're all older movies, and I'm not sure if people will enjoy these or not. I don't know. Some of these I don't think hold up that well, probably. Piranha 4K is probably the one I'm most excited for. I think it's first of all, it's a good movie. It's a fun movie, it's a good movie, and I think it's really going to benefit quite a bit from a 4K restoration. The Company of Wolves, I think, will benefit greatly from a 4K restoration. But that's a movie that, always had a really cool cover in the video store. But I didn't like it. I didn't think it was a very good movie. If I had a list of top 10 werewolf movies, it's not even on the top 10. I don't really care for the movie that much. I'd be curious to see it again. I'll probably pick it up just because it's, Scream Factory, and, I do kind of want to rewatch it. It has been a number of years. Maybe I'll feel a little differently, but from what I remember, it's just not a really good story. And I don't know. I think people are going to be disappointed with that one. Now, the other two, Rollerball and Used Cars. Used Cars is a great movie. I love it. It's, got Kurt Russell in it. He's super good. I like almost every Kurt Russell movie. He's really one of my favorite actors. And I have the Blu-ray of this one, the Shout Select Blu-ray. And to be honest, that one was good enough. I mean, this isn't one of those movies where, you're like, man, if that was in 4K, This isn't really one of those types of movies. I was really surprised that it came out in 4K, to be honest with you. Rollerball is one that, would benefit from a 4K. It's actually been on 4K for a couple of years over in Germany. There's a German release of this one. I'm pretty sure the transfer here is going to be the same. But, this is another movie that about a year and a half ago I watched it. And, I wasn't like a big Rollerball fan. And, the movie just didn't really quite hold up for me either. So I don't know. I kind of don't see people liking some of these movies. But I think everyone will pick them up regardless. Well, let me know in the comment section, like, what ones are you excited for? Or are you just going blindly pick all these up, or you know, how do you pick and choose? And speaking of movies that maybe didn't need a 4K, but we're getting them anyway, coming out on November 1st, we're getting 4 Christmas classics. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Christmas Story, Elf, and The Polar Express. Now, you could make arguments of whether these will look a whole lot better on 4K or not. I don't really know. I think they all look pretty good as it is. I don't know that you're going to get a ton of extra things. It's like, wow, that really put it over the top, you know. But I'm going to pick them up regardless. I mean, these are some of my favorites. Holiday classics. These 3 of these 4, Polar Express I'm not real big on, but the other 3, I mean, those are must watches every year. Home Alone's already on 4K. That would be another one. So yeah, I'm going to pick these up, and hopefully maybe there's some new special features or something there that, you know, gives it that little bit of extra that makes it kind of, you know, worth double dipping on, because you know, I have all those Blu-ray Steelbooks that came out a couple years ago, but I'm excited for them. You know, it'll be fun, I guess. It'll be something. At least this year, when you watch them for the 100th time or the 200th time, at least it'll be on 4K, and you can kind of look for something, you know. You can pretend like you're evaluating the 4K. Now, I wanted to bring up a couple of movies that I think would go under the radar. And one of them is a Lionsgate movie that's coming out on October 18th. And the movie's called Fall. Yeah, it's Scott Mann's Fall. And it looks, scary. But not like, you know, Michael Myers, you know, Freddy and Jason kind of scary. It's if you're scared of heights, or, you know, you watch those videos on your phone, like where someone just runs and jumps off a cliff, or you know, off of a high jump off a pool or something, or goes like skydiving, and if, you know, you find yourself kind of flinching and stuff. That's the same kind of reaction I had to watching this trailer. I was really watching it more like this, and you know, I mean, I couldn't hardly stand it. I don't know how I'm going to make it through this movie, but I'm definitely going to be picking this one up, because it looks terrifying but fun at the same time. It's got Jeffrey Dean Morgan in it, and it's basically about these girls who, one of them had like a traumatic rock climbing experience. You know, looks like something happened. You know, an accident happened, and so she's been out of the game for a while, and all of a sudden her friend like comes to her and is like, "Hey, let's go climb this giant tower in the middle of nowhere." And she's like, "Okay, cool." And so they go do that, and of course everything that could go wrong goes wrong. And this thing looks like it's 1,000,000 miles in the air. And of course the ladder breaks, and you know, they can't get cell reception, and so now they got to figure out how in the heck they're going to get down. And just all those camera shots, forget about it. Oh, it looks so scary. Yeah. I'll watch it with one eye open, probably, like this. This is how I'm going to watch that movie. But I'm actually really looking forward to it. Another movie coming out, and I did watch the trailer, and I'm not going to recommend that anyone else watch the trailer, because it was one of those trailers that just gives away everything. It'll spell out the whole movie for you. I hate those. But it's from Well Go USA, and it comes out October 4th, and it's called They Crawl Beneath. And it didn't really star anyone. It's got Michael Pare in it. Hadn't seen him in a movie in a long time. But yeah, basically it's this kid. He's like a college age kid, and he's like working on a car with his uncle, who's played by Michael Pare. And all of a sudden they like hear something, and like this little creature bursts through the floor of their garage. And the little creature looks like well, it kind of looks like every creature that comes out nowadays. It's some hybrid Tremors, Stranger Things knockoff. One of those where the face opens up in all directions, and it's got a million teeth and that sort of thing. And so they're kind of he's trapped in this garage, and these things are all over the place. Trying to get to him. And it does look like a fun movie. Again, I don't recommend watching the trailer unless you want it totally spoiled. But it'll probably only be like a $10 or $15 movie, probably. So, it's probably worth a blind buy. It looks like a fun little monster movie. That yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna check this one out for sure. Well, now let's go ahead and switch gears here, and I'm going to show you what I picked up this week. I don't want the video to run too long, and I know people probably want to see what's going on. Alright, so let's get to it. Alright, now we're going to get into what I picked up this week. And, I had a pretty good haul this week, I think. I got some good deals here and there. Got some movies I can't wait to check out. And the first ones I'm going to show you, I got off eBay. And, I put in an order with that same buyer that I mentioned last week. The one that, when you buy $50 worth, there's a $10 off, coupon that kicks in. And, all of his stuff comes brand new, factory sealed. He's a great seller, and he ships like really fast. So I keep going back and getting stuff. It's a good way to save some money, because all the new release stuff, you can get it a whole lot cheaper. Like I got Live Die Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow. Finally picked this one up, factory sealed, new in plastic here still. And was able to get this one, I think it was like $20, $18, something like that. And then I got the Predator 4K 4-movie pack. And mostly I wanted this for part 2 and Predators, the third one. The first one I have already. And the Predator, I can't say the newest one anymore because of Prey, but it was the newer one of the Predator, with the name Predator movies. And I have that one already too. So this one was really for the part 2 and Predators, which both of them I really like. Actually, I've enjoyed all the Predator movies. I even the one that everyone hates, I kind of liked it too. I didn't mind it. But yeah, good deal on these. I think both these were like together were like $56, something like that, and with the $10 off coupon, it ends up being like $46. I think that's a really good deal. It's 5 4K movies. Yeah, I think that's a great deal. Alright, next I got a couple of movies that I got because I'm starting to gear up now for the Halloween season, the spooky season. And I always love to watch Halloween themed horror movies around this time of year, And And I've got a bunch, but there's still a few out there that I don't have. And, you know, there's more that comes out every year. So let me know in the comments section, what are your favorite Halloween-themed horror movies? I picked up a couple. Maybe this is one of them. And this one actually was suggested to me. And it just reminded me. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. So Bad Candy is one that I picked up here. And, you know, it's got Corey Taylor in it. So that's pretty cool. And this one has a really awesome slipcover. Of course, I didn't get it. It's like out of print, the slipcover is now. So, you know, I may be trying to recreate that slipcover. Maybe in a future Art of Collecting video. Maybe even the one that comes out tomorrow, I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see if I have time to do it. And the next movie that I picked up is one that I have not seen. And that is Candy Corn. But the cover looks pretty cool here. I like that. And, you know, the synopsis sounded pretty good. It had a lot of good reviews on like Amazon. I mean, it got a lot of high star ratings. I said high star, not 5-star. Let's don't get crazy. You know, but it was like, you know, 4. Pretty good. It says it's Halloween weekend and a group of bullies are planning their annual hazing on the local outcast, Jacob Atkins. And when they take things too far, he is resurrected to seek revenge against those who wronged him. That's the synopsis. I like that. A little revenge, Halloween revenge movie. Sounds pretty good. Definitely digging that. Alright, now let's get to the next few movies I actually just got in. And they are from, I got them from Orbit. I ordered them from Orbit. And one is Cat People. Scream Factory, you know, 4K. Just came out this week. Looking forward to watching that one. Haven't seen this one in a really long time. Did not have this one in the collection previously, so, you know, this is my first time picking it up. So that's cool. The next one is Killer's Moon. And this one is from 88 Films. It is a Region B title, so you have to have the Region Free player to play this one, which is probably why I was able to pick it up and it wasn't sold out on Orbit, is because, well, people just don't pick up the, you know, they won't spend the money to get that Region Free player, and so you're missing out on really cool titles. So go ahead and get that Region Free player. They're not expensive. $130, $120. You know, who knows how cheap you can find them, but I know you can get them for that price anyway. You know, you keep your 4K player because it'll play anything anyway. And you use the Region Free Blu-ray player to play awesome titles like Killer Moon. And what is this one about? Well, first of all, just look at it again. Look at that cover. Look at that cover. How cool is that? I mean, that's what drew me in. And it's a side-loading slipcase. It's not a rigid box, but it is pretty firm, pretty thick. And yeah, just listen to the synopsis of this movie. When a school outing of teenage girls arrives at their destination in the Lake District, They find themselves subjected to the murderous designs of 4 escaped mental patients who believe they are trapped in a dream. That sounds fantastic. Give me a bunch of teenage girls at a lake and 4 psychopaths, and I'm all in. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking it out. Never seen it. It actually wasn't that much. It was only like $17, something like that. And yeah, happy to have it in the collection. Also, very cool cover. I dig that quite a bit. And finally, the last one, last but definitely not least. And people have been joking about this movie all week, and I really don't know why, because I know people have not seen it. Fantastic movie, and that is Birds 2, Land's End. Alright, stop making fun of this movie. It's good. Of course, this is, Vinegar Syndrome release. Came out this week. You got the always nice slipcover here from Vinegar Syndrome. They always do a fantastic job. Got the clear case. On the inside, you got your Blu-ray. You got some reversible cover art here. There's the original poster, and I think that's what I'm going to go with, since the other art is the same as the slipcover. So we'll reverse it here. Go back to the original cover art. Actually, I kind of think I like it better. And yeah, it's a really good movie. I don't know if it, and maybe people are making fun of it because it's like a sequel to a Hitchcock movie. Like, there's no way that could be any good, but it's actually better than the first one, I think. I mean, it's more entertaining, and I really like the first one. The first one has a very sentimental. I have a sentimental attachment to the first one, but as a movie, it's a little boring until the last 15 minutes. The most of the movie of the Birds is sort of a love story, like a love triangle sort of thing going on. And you really don't get any bird action, no animal attack stuff, until the very end of the movie. And so, it's kind of slow. And it's, I don't know, it's good. And like I said, I do like the movie. And it's got a strong sentimental attachment for me. But, this one's fun. This one's a really good one with action throughout the movie. Lots of suspense, all the good stuff you like about the Birds. I mean, the family, they get trapped in the house and they're trying to keep the birds out. It's not just one kind of bird, it's all these different types of birds. And they attack other people during the movie. It's really good. I mean, don't knock it until you try it. So, people need to stop making fun of this one. It's actually really good. And that's going to be it for today, guys. That's all I picked up. We had lots of movie news. We had pickups. All the good stuff. So, art of collecting video should be out tomorrow. Well, that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're unsubscribed, I invite you to subscribe. And as always, stay safe, have fun, keep watching those movies, and I will see you on the next one.